Then we have functions. So a function, this is kind of intermediate as well. It's part of the intermediate list of things that we want to talk about here. But a function is a block of reusable code that performs a specific task or action. So we looked at one example early on with the greet function. So you can have like a greet function and it can say hello plus the name as an argument. Here's another example, right? Generate a function template for calculating the mean of a list of numbers. So now you can have ChatGPT to basically create any type of function that you want. And you'll notice that ChatGPT creates functions quite often in programs that you prompt it, or in needs that you have, in programming needs that you want to fulfill. So here's a function template for calculating mean. So say for instance, I wanted to calculate the mean. I basically create a calculate underscore mean function. I would obviously use the def command there. So def calculate mean, and I would open up the arguments that I want. In this case, I just have one argument and it's called numbers. So I can insert the numbers I want. And then I have within the function some variables here. So the total is equal to the sum of the numbers. The count is equal to the length, which is len of the numbers. And then the return is basically the total divided by count. So anytime a developer, or in this case AI, calls calculate underscore mean, it will call this function and insert arguments, insert numbers to this function. Those numbers would be passed through total and passed through the count variable, and then ultimately it will return the total divided by the count, which is exactly the formula for calculating the mean. So as you can see, by creating functions, AI guidance improves function creation and usability. Functions are used for all types of applications and programming needs out there. So it's important for us to at least understand what functions are and how they work, how they look like, so that we're able to distinguish them in our code and, again, just gain that stronger sense of readability. Sure, we do have AI guidance available to us, but at the same time, it's extremely helpful and sort of an enhanced level of programming if you're able to understand what functions are and work with AI accordingly.